Good morning, students. Myself Sarita Chaudhary, TGT Science teacher from St. Joseph Public School, Tonk. So we were doing separation techniques, and in today's video, we are going to cover our last separation technique, which we are going to study in this chapter number 2 of science, is matter around us pure. Students, when we started discussion on the separation techniques in this chapter, the first separation technique which we discussed that was evaporation. So what the evaporation is? In evaporation, any substance, any soluble substance gets dissolved in water and we prepare the solution of it. Then that solution is being heated. So the water, pure water, being volatile substance, that gets evaporated, and salt being non-volatile substance, it doesn't get evaporated, it remains in the container या pits जिस पे भी हम evaporation process को follow कर रहे हैं. Students, there we also discussed one thing in that evaporation process, that the salt which is obtained by evaporation process, that is always in its impure form. Impure form में क्यों है? Because impurities are always heavier. They are also non-volatile substance. So सिर्फ water evaporate होता है, salt के साथ impurities भी वहीं पर रह जाती है, साथ में रह जाती हैं. So that salt is in its impure form. So the question arises that is there any method through which we can purify that impure salt obtained from the seawater by the process of evaporation? So the answer is yes. That process, that separation technique is named as crystallization. So in today's video, our topic is crystallization. We will have detailed study about it. Let's start with its principles. सबसे पहले principle से बात करते हैं. So this crystallization process, it involves preparation of hot saturated solution followed by filtration to remove insoluble impurities, and further it gets cooled down to obtain pure crystals of the pure salt. जो भी हम salt था उसके pure crystals obtain करते हैं. So this is the principle of crystallization technique. So basically we can say that crystallization is a technique which is used to obtain pure salts from the impure substances by dissolving them in their suitable solvents. किसी भी suitable solvent के अंदर impure salts को dissolve करके उससे हम pure salt या pure substance का obtain करते हैं. That process is called as crystallization. After discussion of the principle, let's talk about the advantages of crystallization. Like हम salt तो evaporation से भी obtain कर रहे थे, salt can be obtained by the crystallization process also. फिर crystallization के specific advantages क्या हैं? So the answer is first, already we have discussed that in evaporation process, the salts which are obtained, they are in their impure form. But that doesn't happen in the crystallization. Crystallization के अंदर जो भी हम salt या substance obtain करेंगे, that would be in its pure form, अपनी pure form के अंदर present रहेंगे. The second advantage of crystallization over evaporation is that there are certain substances which directly decompose on constant heating. कुछ ऐसे सब्सटेंस होते हैं जिनको अगर हम डायरेक्ट हीट देंगे तो वो डिकम्पोज हो जाते हैं. For example, sugar, if that is heated directly, then what happens? It gets charred और its color completely gets changed to dryness. पूरा decompose हो जाता है, and that thing doesn't happen in the crystallization. As in crystallization, we are not giving any sort of direct heat to that solid substance. उस solid substance को हम direct heat नहीं दे रहे, तो वो decompose नहीं होता. So these are the two advantages of crystallization over evaporation, which are frequently asked in examination. The next point is method. अब इतना डिस्कस करने के बाद चलो आ जाते हैं कि how this crystallization method is followed. इसको हम कैसे follow करते हैं. So starting with the first step of crystallization process is we take any container and any suitable solvent in that. Water is considered as a universal solvent. Still, they are different solutes. They have different appropriate solvents for that. तो accordingly हमने यहाँ पे solvent use किया. Then we are going to add impure solid in this solvent and we'll keep on stirring it for a while ताकि वो अच्छे से उसके अंदर dissolve हो जाए. This solvent we are not taking in cold condition. हम किस फॉर्म में इसको यूज कर रहे हैं? It is in hot. तो हम यहाँ पे assume कर लेते हैं कि हमने impure salt को ही यूज किया है, which is obtained from the sea water, and उसको हमने hot water के अंदर dissolve कर रहे हैं. Why it is dissolved in hot water? Because we know very well that solubility of any substance is directly proportional to the temperature. अगर किसी भी सब्सटेंस की solubility increase करनी है तो simply if we increase the temperature then solubility of that substance also gets increased. तो अगर chilled water होगा तो उसमें कम salt dissolve हो पाएगा, but if we are taking hot water then more salt can be dissolved in it. हम इसको dissolve करेंगे अच्छे से इसके अंदर. When we obtain the salt solution, हमने impure salt का solution obtain कर लिया. While this solution is hot, at that time what we need to do, we need to follow the second step, which is filtration. तो हमने यहाँ पे एक funnel यूज की है. funnel के अंदर हमने conical form में filter paper को arrange कर दिया है and pour this hot impure salt solution over this filter paper. Why this process is followed? Because in this impure salt there must be a lot of insoluble impurities. इसमें कुछ ऐसे impurities होंगी जो water के अंदर dissolve नहीं होंगी. So first of all, let's separate those insoluble impurities from that salt. That's why we are doing the filtration process over here. Insoluble salt solubilities, they will remain above the filter paper in the form of residue and नीचे जो strain होके आ जाता है, that is called as filtrate. तो इस filtrate में क्या present है? There is salt solution and in that salt solution there must be some soluble impurities present. हो सकता है कि इसके अंदर कुछ soluble impurities present हो. Okay, then next what we have to do? अब क्या करेंगे? This aqueous salt solution is kept on a burner to get evaporate. अब हम evaporation यहाँ पे क्यों कर रहे हैं? To obtain the saturated solution or to obtain the concentrated solution, so that most of the solvent, जब इसमें solvent है, मान लो हमने यहाँ पे water को use किया है in the form of solvent, तो maximum water क्या हो जाए? Evaporate हो जाए, so that हमें पीछे जो solution मिलेगा that would be in the concentrated solution or saturated solution. What is the saturated solution? A solution in which no more solute can be dissolved, right? So that point is called as saturation point and the solution is called as saturated solution. Now how we'll get to know that the solution has turned into its saturation level? कैसे पता करेंगे कब तक इसको heat देनी है? For that we simply can use a glass rod. हमने ग्लास की रोड को यूज किया एंड वी नीड टू डिप दैट ग्लास रोड इन दिस सॉल्यूशन और जैसे हम उसको बाहर निकाल के इफ वी वेव इट इन एयर, कुछ देर के लिए हम उसको एयर में वेव करेंगे तो विद इन फ्यू सेकंड्स वी कैन ऑब्जर्व स्लाइट लेयर ऑफ क्रिस्टल्स, थोड़ी सी पाउडर फॉर्म जो है सॉलिड सब्सटेंस की फॉर्म हो जाएगी उस ग्लास रोड के ऊपर. दैट इंडिकेट्स that the solution has turned into its saturation point. वो saturation point में पहुंच चुका है. At that time we need to switch off the flame and let's get cool down this saturated hot solution. अब इसको हम cool down होने के लिए छोड़ देते हैं for 1 day for 24 hours. After 24 hours what we'll see? We will see that this hot saturated solution has some small 3-dimensional crystal-like structures inside it and those crystals can be kept out from the solution by the help of a tongue. या तो हम इसको decant off कर दें solution को so those crystals will remain in this container, या हमने इसको tongue की help से crystals को one by one बाहर निकाल लिया and those crystals can be dried by keeping them in between the layer of filter paper. filter paper के layers के बीच में रख के उन crystals को अच्छे से dry कर लेंगे. Now what actually happened over here? यहाँ पे actually हुआ क्या? क्या phenomenon work कर रहा है? we know very well that water is a liquid, है ना, solvent जो हम लोग liquid form में generally present है. So those solvents, like हम water की ही यहाँ पे particular बात कर रहे हैं. So water has some interparticle space inside it. वाटर के अंदर कुछ इंटर पार्टिकल्स के बीच में जो एम्प्टी स्पेस है, दिस स्पेस इज कॉल्ड एज इंटर पार्टिकल स्पेस. एंड व्हेन वी गिव हीट टू दिस water, what happens, this interparticle space gets increased because जब heat देंगे तो ये water के particle they will obtain the kinetic energy, they will show random motion, तो they will move apart from each other. तो यहाँ पे extra space create हो जाता है. तो हमने जब ये हॉट था उस कंडीशन में हमने इसके अंदर क्या डिसॉल्व किया है, इम्प्योर सॉल्ट को डिसॉल्व किया, हमने इसको फिल्टर कर लिया ताकि इनसॉल्युबल इम्प्योरिटीज सेपरेट हो जाए उसमें से. देन वी लेफ्ट इट टू गेट कूल डाउन, कूल होने के लिए छोड़ दिया. जब कूलिंग होगी तो क्या होगा, टेम्परेचर रिड्यूस हो रहा है तो काइनेटिक एनर्जी विल आल्सो गेट रिड्यूस. दैट मींस these water particles will come back to their original place, अपनी ओरिजिनल पोजीशन पे वो आ जाएंगे. तो इनके बीच में जो एक्स्ट्रा डिसॉल्व्ड प्योर सॉल्ट था, जो सॉल्ट प्रेजेंट था, वो क्या होगा, दैट कम्स आउट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ सॉलिड क्रिस्टल्स. एंड इफ देयर वर एनी soluble impurities present in this solution, in this water, then those impurities will remain in the solution. वो कभी भी क्रिस्टल्स में कन्वर्ट नहीं होती, इम्प्योरिटीज इसके अंदर ही रह जाएंगी और प्योर क्रिस्टल्स का हमें फॉर्मेशन मिल जाएगा. Now students, formation of crystals that depends on the rate of cooling. If the cooling is done on a very fast rate, बहुत fast rate पर अगर हम cooling करते हैं, then what would happen? Number of crystals will be large, बहुत ज़्यादा सारे crystals बनेंगे, but with a tiny size, उनका size बहुत छोटा होगा, small होगा. And if this cooling rate is very slow, then we can obtain less number of crystals, but their size would be bigger. Okay, बड़े-बड़े size के crystals obtain होंगे. So this is all about the crystallization process, students. Let's talk about its applications. बात करते हैं लास्ट में कि कहाँ पे ये अप्लाई होता है. फर्स्ट हम कंटिन्यूशन में बात कर रहे हैं that to purify impure salt obtained from sea water, we use crystallization method, right? The next one is to purify any impure salt. Say अगर हमारे पास copper sulfate के impure crystals present हैं, they can also get purified by this crystallization process. किसी भी like alum or physically if we are having, तो उसको भी impure form से pure form में convert करने के लिए we can use this crystallization method. And the best application of crystallization which we observe at our home also, that is formation of sugar syrup during the festival seasons. घर में देखा होगा कि मम्मी क्या करती हैं, sugar syrup चाशनी prepare करती हैं. And how that sugar syrup is prepared? First of all, she takes small amount of water, थोड़ा सा like 1 cup of water अगर है तो उस 1 cup of water के अंदर she used to add 2 or 2.5 cups of sugar. उन्होंने इसको तो dissolve कर दिया. That sugar cannot get directly dissolved in that water. Cool water में dissolve नहीं होंगी तो उसको क्या करते हैं, warm up करते हैं so that excess of sugar can get dissolved in that limited amount of water. उसके बाद क्या होगा, when this solution starts boiling once, what will happen, some scum, बहुत ही कुछ impurities जो है dirty सी, they form a foam layer on its surface, and those impurities are being removed with the help of a spoon से एक चीज से उन्होंने क्या किया, उन impurities को remove कर दिया. And then that sugar syrup is poured on the dishes, जो भी हमने sweet dish prepare की उसके ऊपर हमने sugar syrup को pour कर दिया. As soon as that sugar syrup or chashni is poured over those dishes, what happens? That gives liquid appearance. But as soon as it gets cooled down, जैसे इसकी cooling होती है, that forms beautiful white colored crystals coating. तो उसके ऊपर चाशनी की एक coating का formation हो जाता है white crystals का. So that process is also the crystallization process. वहाँ पे जस्ट हमने उसको फिल्टर पेपर से स्ट्रेन ना करके इम्प्योरिटीज को डायरेक्टली सरफेस से रिमूव कर देते हैं. सो दैट्स ऑल अबाउट द क्रिस्टलाइजेशन प्रोसेस, एंड हियर आवर सेपरेशन टेक्निक्स आर फिनिश्ड. but some topics are still remaining. We'll continue them in next video. Till then, thanks for watching.